Good morning and welcome to Frank's School. This is the 7th year of the 97th day of Frank's School and the first video, one of only one. But I'm going to introduce two other videos. I'll put them together under the single video. I'm going to call this pallet fence dismantling. Well, you don't see the dismantling of it, but I show a pallet fence before I dismantle it. And then faux cut subsills preparation. They'll be self-explanatory. I think those short videos actually. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of chasing the fact that the ground is going to freeze. Ice is going to come, snow is going to come, mud is already here. And you'll be able to imagine if you try that in the second one, mud, it was a struggle against the mud because it was working on a surface like it was covered with grease in a way, a lot of it. So I'm chasing that, and also the winter wind is going to be coming, and I want to make the shelter as good as I can for my goats especially. I have pigs now as well, but the goats to cut the wind out of where they are, and things are better this year than really they've ever been. But that's what I'm doing right now, but I expect that I'm going to be returning to a more academic approach or subject in my mind, especially music. Because, well, we've already passed a time that some people call Harvest Home in the church I attend, and other churches, I think they celebrate that Harvest Home. I want to deal with that a little bit. I want to deal a little bit more with Thanksgiving. It is almost upon us. And then an Advent calendar of hymns and carols. That's a very long playlist, which I did about 4 years ago or more, I don't know. And I want to reference that again and study my own work a little bit. So anyway, that's what's coming. But what's today is simply this introduction to some work that I did outside that I'd like to document. Bye for now. That's an example of a fence built for a living roof. I didn't get the living roof on it because I had other things I had to do. But I'm about to tear it down because it. There's a goat. Because the fences built further out make it unnecessary. But I wanted to document how it was built. I had to scribe it into the hillside. It was not easy, but it worked fine for my purposes and would have been fine to put the living roof on. But it's gonna be taken apart, which doesn't take very long. But I did want to leave a record of it, show how the pallets are, the thrust from the pallets is held in by that stop, how they meet at the top. And this area here served very well for storing extremely long pieces of wood. So anyway, I'll leave a record of it, even though it wasn't really quite finished. I mean, I don't think I'll be putting anything back there again, because actually the hardest part was scribing it, in effect scribing it onto the hillside, like I did with all these blocks. Alright, bye for now. Well, I'm not sure how well this will work, but I'd like to show you where I am making the part that's underneath the sill level. It's level, it's approximately square, it's in the right location, sort of, and it's more or less aligned. That one is right. This one over here is the one I'm about to work on. There's the right number of 4x4s there, but they're not arrayed quite right. And I need to make it level. What I used as my reference was that spot right there where you can see I dug. That seemed to be the high point. and off there I worked. And now I'm going to carry that level over to this. These are both the what do I call them? Subsill. Whatever. They're the foundations of two faux cuts. That one over there is close to ready. I need to work on it too. And that one actually is ready. I put plastic over it to protect it now. This is called Hannah Falls Cluster, and I'm standing in Hannah Hut. All right, Oh, and there's that cat. I always seem to have a cat. Bye for now. Well, that was a real struggle because of the mud, and I made a mistake. Made the whole thing 4 inches too high, so I had to redo it. But anyway, it's within adjustable. I can adjust that with wood. Once I get off the ground, I can use wooden shims and make it truly level, or pretty level and square and lined up. Okay, and see all those blocks that I didn't actually need them. I had them in place, didn't actually need them, had to take them out again. And the high spots, actually, as it takes weight, since that ground is so muddy, as it takes weight, the high spots will sink in more than the other spots. All right, I guess that's it for now. No, one other thing. That spool, that gigantic spool, is waiting. It will be the hub of a water wheel, approximately where that makeshift bridge is. And that water wheel will be over 20 feet in diameter. Now, bye for now.